All right, everyone, this is John with Case Dismissed. Just wanted to go over something I've updated on the website. So I've got rid of the car discharge process. I didn't get rid of it. It's still in here, guys, so it's still in here. But now with the loan discharge process, because a car loan is basically just a loan. So what we have now is when you download the loan discharge process, you're going to get a PDF of the actual process from A to Z, which does include, how to discharge a car loan. So, but a loan is a loan is a loan is a loan. So, and then we have the template for the payment, and then we have the response letter once you obtain the CUSIP for your payment. And that's part of this process. So guys, you get the loan, you send the coupon template, send the payment to them. And then once you give them about 3 weeks or so to have that in their possession, maybe a month, you use our website, get the CUSIP, and then they're going to send you a rejection letter saying they can't accept that form of payment. Well, then now that you have the CUSIP for that payment, well, we've proven that they are lying. So this response letter is really nice. It's a kind of a notice of subrogation, a notice of forensic audit that we have found that they did accept the payment, and here's the CUSIP for it. We're now claiming all the securities in that CUSIP, and we have proof now that they're lying. And we're going to sue the CEO and their spouse for unjust enrichment. And so you have the obligation to zero out the balance, cancel the debt, or we're going to file a lawsuit against you. And so that's kind of the process to get rid of your loan. So you have the process, the template. So the template is no longer a free download. So if you go to the free section, free stuff, it's no longer in there. So it was free for a while. Now it's strictly in the loan discharge process, the debt relief loan discharge right here. So guys, like I said, when you buy this product, it's still just $10. You get the actual PDF of the process of how to discharge any loan, including, it's got a section about the car loans, and you get a Word template for the coupon and for the response letter when they reject your payment. Now, like I say, remember when they reject your payment, one, no one ever signs it. It's always just a blank letterhead letter. And two, they don't return it. They keep it. So in this letter, we're also asking them to return that original payment that we sent and all copies that they have made. And also the verified ledger, the balance sheet, verified accounting. That's what we do. We pretty much tell them, hey, you rejected it, but you kept it, and we see that you actually accepted it. That's unjust enrichment. You can't accept it, monetize it, securitize it, and continue to ask us to make our monthly payments to you. So, a loan is a loan is a loan. Student loan, mortgage loan, car loan, personal loan, any kind of loan deals with the promissory note. This process works. But just wanted to give an update. It's no longer the payment template is no longer in the free stuff. It's its own little process now. And guys, we're also doing a little sale right now for the summer. Credit sweep is $500 for one, $900 for two, and then 2 for 1. That's usually for a husband and wife. That's kind of what we did that for. CUSIP still $200, so $500 for the credit repair, $900 for 2 people. Been doing a lot of consultations lately, guys, and really, I've talked about their rinse and repeat. I did a video about that, start with a better plan. I really like the plan of getting 5 or 6 unsecured loans, taking them off your credit report, do this process to get rid of them. And when you do this and you send the payment and you get the CUSIP for the payment, it's less likely that they're going to sue you, because now you have proof that they've accepted the payment. There should be, every time I've got a forensic audit for any kind of auto loan, none of them have ever sued me. Not one has ever sued me. Now, banks have sued me, but that's also, I wasn't doing this process. I was just getting the loans and not paying them back. wasn't doing anything to prove that they accepted it. I was just beating the court cases. Well, I like this way better, where I just, get the CUSIP for my payment, and it's all the proof I need, and the loan goes away. And the good thing about personal loans is they're not reportable income. And what I've been telling people lately is, don't just get 5 or 6 or 7 loans and go buy you stupid stuff. There's a list of a lot of really good ETFs that pay monthly and some pay weekly. MSTY, MST, QQQI, SPYI. A lot of these VU, a lot of these stocks will pay you $1 to $4 per share every month. 100 to 120% a year return. So say you go get 5 loans for $10,000 or $20,000 each, go get you 50 to 100 grand. Those stocks are about $20, $25 a piece. Go get you 4,000, 5,000 shares of these ETFs. I mean, now you're making $5 to $15 to $20,000 a month in income, and you can use some of that every month to buy more shares. Say you make $5,000 this month, we'll just do half and half. Keep 2,500, do 2,500 extra shares. That's another, 100 shares. Do that every single month and just grow it to where eventually you're making $20,000 to $50,000 a month. Like I said, don't just go get a bunch of unsecured loans and just have money. Be proactive, have a plan. Have some kind of investment plan. But I really like those ETFs. I bought $2,500 worth of MSTY and MST the other day, and MST pays weekly, and I've gotten about $25 from MST for the first week, but they're both paying 100 to 140% a year return. And once you get that original investment back, I mean, it's just house money after that. And like I said, guys, there's lots of opportunities out there to do something with this money once you get it. But I just wanted to update video, guys. The payment template is no longer free. It's strictly in this process right here. But this process, like I said, it's got the process from A to Z, the template to pay them, and the response letter. Really good response letter to them, and for unjust enrichment. And remember, the reason why I don't sue banks, I have before, and you're always going to lose, because you hear all these gurus talking about, well, they violated this code. Well, that's great. You can't sue the bank for any of those violations. The government can, the Attorney General can, the Comptroller of Currency can, but we don't have a private right of action. But in here, in this template, I do actually have a code that gives you a private right of action. But you have to sue the individuals of the bank. The bank didn't violate your rights. The individual officer did. So I sue the CEO and their spouse. Remember, their spouse is benefiting from the scheme. You think what happens if you serve a CEO's wife? What do you think she's going to do? She's going to say, you get rid of this ASAP. I'm not going to court. So, don't drag my name into this. It's kind of a strategy was used against me when I first started this process. A credit union sued my wife, and we settled real quick. Happy wife, happy life, right? So, make sure you get this package. It's updated. It's not just the car process anymore. It's just the loan process in general. It does have car info in there. Template now is in this process with the response letter. And like I said, get the loan, send the payment, get the CUSIP for that payment, and then here's your response. You just got to edit it, guys. Everything's there. You just got to change the information. Always send certified mail so you know when they got it, and keep a record of everything. But that's it, guys. Like I said, if I like to rinse and repeat methods. What I use in this system is get loans, get rid of them, and use that money as seed capital to invest. There's a lot of good ETFs out there. It's a lot better than buying a $500,000 rental property and making $2,500 a month when you can put all that money into an ETF. There's no tenants, there's nothing to fix, there's no taxes. You literally just earn money on your money. And hit me up, Consultation, if you want a list of some some good ETFs and some good stocks, just get a Robinhood account, Charles Schwab, Webull or something like that. It's connected straight to your checking account. There's no third party. There's no, scams. It's just you, your account. The money goes to cash every month in your Webull account or Robinhood account, and then you can just click on it, transfer it to your bank. Gets there in 3 to 5 business days. So, I feel that's a great way to manipulate the system. I know we are all, once we learn what money is, and it's always, how can we benefit from this? And it's always, kind of the end goal is always to make money, right? So, that to me, the easiest way to make money in the system is build your credit up, get some unsecured loans, use that money to invest to get you residual monthly income. Use our process to take it off your credit report, rinse, repeat. You do that probably every 6 months. But once you get those first ETFs and you start making that residual money every month and you reinvest it, guys, you guys can be making $200,000 a year, in 12 months and not even have to worry about this whole evil system. You're making money. You're living good. You're not fighting anymore. Fighting is stressful. It's hard to fight. I don't like playing mailbox warrior and sending all these mails and fighting every little detail. Discharge some cars, have some fun with some discharging some cars, discharge some loans, rebuild your credit, do it again, invest it in stocks that can pay you monthly, maybe diversify for some less risky ones, some that pay about 10% a year, some that pay 120% a year, just figure out how you want to diversify. And, I can give you a consultation on that kind of stuff too. So remember, none of this is legal advice. It's just entertainment. It's just my thought process. It's kind of my history of what I've been doing. But once again, guys, like I said, the goal is always, we need to make some money on this and fighting and trying to endorse your coupons every month and your bills and your statements and arguing and fighting. Man, we all have lives to live. We have kids, we have wives, we have houses to take care of, we have animals. We just have stuff going on. I've got 4 kids in summer camps. I'm all over the place. I don't have time to do all this stuff and fight every little battle. Get you some money, use your credit to your advantage. And, I have proven ways to beat these guys in court, beat debt collectors, fix your credit, build your credit. You can buy good credit, buy trade lines, get the CUSIPs, put these guys in a position where all they want to do is put their hands up, cancel the debt, get away from you, and just call it good. They make 10 times the value. They're fine. There's a million banks out there, so you can, do this to, 10, 15, 20 banks. You'll still be fine. Like I said, get some loans, use that capital, get some ETFs, get some monthly income, and enjoy your life. So this is just a little update on the process. So let me know, get a consultation. I can talk to you about this in more detail, but there it is, guys. Have a good day.